All right, so today we're gonna go over some healing. We're gonna show kind of the before and the after of teaching healing and what it should look like when you're done. He's had no luring as he's attacking the cameraman for kisses. Actually, he has had some luring, but his luring has all been to teach him how to move correctly, so it's been movement patterns. Now, this is the first time I've ever tried to do any healing. God, he's big. So I don't want to ever reward when he's hopping around, so he lost some hope there. Good. Now, a lot of people use words like yes and good, and they use sounds like chip and all sorts of stuff for the healing, or just for their obedience in general. He's super pushy. It's gonna be really hard to time this for any type of... Larry, we're gonna have to slow you way down. Good. Good boy. So I'm just gonna have to slow him way down to take the hopping out, and then I'm gonna try to have to find his rhythm in the obedience, or in the healing. Good. Once he stops the hopping. Good boy. Now, Larry's super animated. Super animated. So I'm not giving him a whole bunch of praise here, because I'm trying to actually slow him down a little bit with all the healing, or with all the hopping. Good. Now, good will eventually be a marker too, so you do hear me saying that as well. Good boy. So the number one thing is hand placement, followed really closely by reward timing. Larry. So Larry really is digging for this food, so I have to actually turn my hand kind of crazy here. Good boy. We're almost getting a nice foot movement here very quickly. The nice thing about Larry is he's giant. Like, my hand is just right up here. Now, some bad habits that I can teach with Larry is I can teach him to lean on me. I can teach him to hop off the start. I don't want any of that. Larry, I don't want any of that. So I actually have to turn my hand all sorts of crazy. Now, this is going to be difficult for him for a little bit. Larry. Boy. Good. Because the way his head works, or the way he's making it work, good. So my timing was a little off there, and he started to hop right when I started to time, so man. Duration is not something I'm going for at all. I'm going for correctness. Hey. So I threw some food in the ground here so he can hunt for it a little bit, and I can get a little bit of a break to kind of think about what I've done and how things are going. Larry's got amazing food drive. this is a lot, and this is the first time we've done it. He can move really well. You can see that he actually understands how to go backwards. So I may have to heel Larry backwards first, or what I'll probably do next session is most of the time I teach my dogs to right heel first. So when I teach them to right heel, I can really see how they're gonna do it for the most part, and I can see what kind of problems I'm gonna have with the left, and I do that so I don't mess up the left. Larry. Good. We're getting a lot of hopping, so I'm just kind of playing around now. Good. His butt is not in good placement. I don't care about that. The way he turns his head into me is the problem. When he hops off the start, I'm going to stop movement and make him kind of go into a sit a little bit. I'm going to stop the whole game at that point. I do not want him to hop off the start. That's really bad. Good boy. Larry. And Larry, good. Nope. Good boy. Larry's really woken up in the last week. This is going to take a while. Larry. Now I don't think Larry's going to be a flip healer. I think I'm going to make him a circle finisher. Or wrap finisher, whatever you want to call it. Good. Boy. Good. So I also believe highly in opposites. If you teach them to go forwards, they need to learn how to go backwards. No. And no doesn't mean anything to him. No is more for me, just talking out loud. No, 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 no. He has no clue. No, no doesn't mean anything to him, obviously. Go backwards. And that might be the way that I need to start him. I might need to back him up first so he doesn't try to lunge into the forward. And we're almost out of gas here. Larry's running low on gas. Good boy. Good. So we're gonna go backwards one more time and come forward. Good boy. Good boy, Larry. And he gets to finish all the food. Boy. Good. And that's session one. Just kind of want to see where he'd be at with it. Now I'm going to go back and think about all the things that happened here, watch the video myself so I can see what's going on and make some adjustments. But more than likely, I'm going to teach him on the right side now so I can adjust and I don't mess up the left heel. Because once you teach bad habits, they're very hard to fix. So more than likely, he will learn to heel on the right side first. So that command would just be right. Or no, in German it'd be recht. But because he's going to be in German because my other dog's in English, so I got to remember that too. But Larry's introduction to healing, just seeing where he's at, seeing what he likes to do, seeing what his what his mannerisms are. He's a hopper, he's a flopper, so I gotta work on making him start the way I want him to start. So it's a long process, but if I do it correctly, it should really shorten the length of all of that because he understands correctness. Heel. Good boy. Heel. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Now, while I'm doing this, it's very imperative where your treat pouch is going to be located, and every dog is a little bit different. Heel. So he never really has a problem heeling behind me, but now he is because of where my treat pouch is. If my treat pouch was up here though, he would forge. Heel. Good boy. Good. Hey, 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 hey. Good. So Kilo's already at the advanced stage of this clicker work where he gets to go in the treat pouch and take. So as we step back into some luring again, well, he's getting fed from his hand. There's not really any luring. He's trying to skip getting fed from the hand and just take it from me, which he's taught to do. So that's part of the training that he's endured already. But we're going back a few steps to fix some things. Heel. Good. So also Kilo lags in the right turn. Heel. So I can lure there. And when he does it correctly, good. I can speed it up there. You can build speed with your marker. You can build speed with your movement. So these are very fine tuning problems I'm trying to adjust. And this will take a while because he's 2 years old. So, heel. Boy. Good. And sometimes you just want to reward it when the dog's in the basic position correctly. Another thing with Kilo here, heel, is when he does heel, he likes to put his ears back a little bit. So I need to reward for ear placement too. So there's all these really little fine-tuned things that I'm trying to catch with my clicker all at the same time. Heel. Boy, who's a good boy. Good. Good boy. Good. Now, if I was doing this on a floor that wasn't grass, you know, just like in a building, and there was a cement floor, I would actually probably toss the food away so the dog could go hunt for it. And that creates a whole different type of drive out of the dog than the luring or rewarding from your hand, okay? Whole different drive sequence. Heel. Heel. Good. Hey. Good boy. Pushiness. Lots of little things. But the heeling is very technically correct. There are just some little things, emotion-based things, in starting little steps that I'm trying to fix. Like you see, his left ear was down. He put it up. I'm going to reward that. If he can start to understand that his ears are what leads to the food, that will change the dynamic. because he likes to keep his right ear up and his left ear down for some reason. Good boy. Heel. And you can probably hear me making this breathing pattern. It helps him settle in. And it helps him prance better. Some other little things that I can do which make him correct, but it doesn't help his ears or his tail, is I can cup his head. So if I cup his head here, hey, heel. His actual movement is very correct, but his ears are down and his tail is flat. Good boy. Good boy. But you saw his feet movement was very, very nice. So that's the beautiful thing about dog training, is there's a million ways to do something. There's a lot of different systems out there. Kilo's genetically prone to have his ears back, except for when he's really hunting or really alert. Otherwise, he keeps them back quite a bit. But in the sport I compete in, emotion from the dog is everything. So, probably a lot of questions on this, but at the front end, Larry wasn't as technical, and at the back end, you can be as technical as you want to be. Thanks for watching.